And now, broadcasting from the Ginger and Baker studio in the heart of the Music District in beautiful Old Town Fort Collins, it's Live at Lunch on KRFC 88.9 FM and streaming at krfcfm.org. Today's musical guest is on stage May 26th at the Boulder Creek Festival. I'm your host, Denny LaRue, and today's Live at Lunch guest, Mark Oblinger and friends.
Well, you can play with my heart until we part, and it's empty and you find that it's all that you need. 'Cause one by one, two by two, we're all looking for answers, and it's not ever quite what it seems. No, 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 just a lover's thing now, na na na. The story told, days of old, Romeo, you remember as he walked through the garden to grieve. So no regrets, Juliet, when she laid down surrender, and she brought Romeo to his knees. Yeah. Time comes again, is right here, my friend, is not what you choose, no more what you lose. When time comes and takes your second chances away. So I said no regrets, na na na, no regrets, na na na, yeah na na, no regrets, Juliet, no regrets, na 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 na, na na na, yeah. No regrets, Juliet. Just a lover's game, no refrain, nothing's left, no tomorrow, just a kiss, a wicked twist, tenderly. So no regrets, Juliet, when she laid down surrender. If you thought that your heart would be free, yeah. Time comes again, it's right here, my friend, it's not what you choose, no more what you lose. When time comes and takes your second chances away. So I said no regrets, na na na, I know regrets, na na na, yeah. No regrets, Juliet, no regrets, na 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 na, na na na, yeah. No regrets, Juliet. Well, I can feel the words you spoke, just like fingers wrapped around my throat. Getting hard to face its time, and if what you said was true, there was never any choice for you, like the beating of this heart. on this fence too long. I've been sitting on this fence, sitting on this fence too long. Got to spread my wings for I hear that angel song. Now I'm standing on this bridge, waiting for the river to rise. Yes, I'm standing on this bridge, waiting for the river to rise. Got to wash me over, time to drown this foolish pride. Now wait a minute, there's a little bird, dancing on the wire, sitting all alone, but his heart's on fire. Little bird, trying to stretch his wings, sitting all alone, but hear the night bird sing. Ooh yeah, I say fly now, fly, 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 little bird. Train to arrive. Yes, I'm standing at the station, waiting for my train to arrive. Got to grab my bag, punch my ticket and say goodbye. Oh yeah, sitting on this fence, sitting on this fence too long. I've been sitting on this fence, sitting on this fence too long. Got to spread my wings for I hear that angel song. Now wait a minute, there's a little bird, dancing on the wire, sitting all alone, but his heart's on fire. Little bird, trying to stretch his wings, sitting all alone, but hear the night bird sing.
Both those songs, Mark, are from your High Water line. Came out 2019. It was that album was much acclaimed. I mean, it was really well received album. No Regrets and Little Birds, two of my faves on the album.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. So welcome, Mark.
Thank you.
And for those of you who don't know Mark Oblinger, he's from Boulder.
Yes.
You hail from Boulder.
Yeah.
You used to be, you were a former member of Firefall.
Yeah.
And you toured with Pure Prairie League. Mm-hmm. And you've played with all kinds of folks, including Garth Brooks, Jeff
really
Hanna, Amy Grant, Rebecca Folsom, Michael
Rebecca
Martin
Folsom,
Murphy.
Right.
I had to throw Rebecca.
I know you had to throw. Yes, Rebecca belongs in there.
All kinds of folks.
Absolutely.
You've also got 5 Emmys for the PBS show Big Green Rabbit.
Yeah.
And then you were nominated for a Grammy also as a composer-producer,
Right.
which we'll talk about more later. I've got
Sure.
that in a set.
Sure.
But a long history there. It seems like the last few years, though, you've really been focusing on writing more of your own and recording. And you had said that you're kind of in a transformative personal journey, kind of moving into the artist.
Well, I spent many years, I mean, kind of learning my craft and producing things and, you know, being in the business, performing a lot. And then, you know, family comes and you come, you know, focus a little bit more at home. And so I was producing things and wasn't on the road as much. But there was a piece of me that always wanted to fulfill this writing thing. And I was working with all the people that I did that set the bar so high. It was like, how can I even begin to get close to that? And so when I was writing the whole time, but I just had no confidence in it. And so, you know, as we get older, life puts those circumstances puts you up against the wall a little bit and says, you're going to either do this now or not do it ever. And so that was the impetus to finally push out and take a chance and release that first record. So, and, you know, I got such good response, and I still do. And as an artist, that gift of somebody liking something that you've done and it touches them, it doesn't get any better than that. Yeah. So if I can do more of that, I'll do a lot more of that.
That's that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, your memorable songs, all the Firefall and Pure Prairie League memorable, lots of memorable songs in all of those. Right. And yours are staying through time now, too, you know, which is great, your personal songs. So it's good to see. And how is that being the front man?
See, that was the big adjustment, too, because, I mean, I was always all the movies, the 20 Feet from Stardom kind of thing. I got to be in a lot of situations like that. And it's a whole different headspace. I mean, to be, oh, no, you're the artist now. And it's taking responsibility for that. Like, yes, I really have to, you know, take what I'm doing seriously to a point. I mean, you still want to have fun, but at least acknowledge and do the work and be, and you know, take the feedback when it's good, take it when it's not good, and learn from that. So, yeah, it's a different job completely.
A whole different job.
Yeah.
And, you know, you have fabulous musicians with you today, and we're going to introduce them on the next set.
Oh, good.
And talk with them because they're great.
They are great. This is one of the reasons I'm here is because I get to play with these great people. Yeah. So.
And you were just not too long ago at FOCO MX.
Yes, I was.
Here in Fort Collins.
Yes.
Staying warm.
It was a cold night. It was a great, it's always such a great festival. But it was, you know, the weather had been great right up until the night of the show, and then, you know, it snowed and everything else. But it was still fun. We played outside, and it was a blast. Yeah. Always is.
Yeah. People they'll remember that for sure.
Yes.
And, you know, all the people that braved it.
Yeah.
So, as I said, we're going to be talking with the band in the next break. So what do you have for us in the next set?
The next set, we have 2 songs from the latest EP, which I put out at the beginning of this year in January.
Yeah, The River?
They're called The River. Mm-hmm. And we'll play a song called Standing on the Threshold. And then we'll venture into this reinvented version of Amy, which I was fortunate enough to sing the regular version of it when I played with Pure Prairie League. But this is a little different than that.
This is a great arrangement, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Here we go. Well, I learned my lesson a long time ago. Got to roll with the punches, or the past won't let go. You can sit all alone, dry a river of tears, but the pain won't release you when you're wrapped up in fear. Yeah. I know that your heart's got a bad reputation, a bad reputation. But sooner or later you feel that temptation. You'll be standing on the threshold, standing on the threshold of love, standing on the threshold of love, standing on the threshold of love, yeah. Well, love's one big mystery, all the twist and the turn. You can dance in the fire, you know you get burned. You can lock it all away, toss away the key, but it won't make no difference. Love, no guarantee. I know that your heart's got a bad reputation, a bad reputation. Yeah. sooner or later you feel that temptation. You'll be standing on the threshold, standing on the threshold of love, standing on the threshold of love, standing on the threshold of love. Step outside your heartache and wash away the pain, yeah, now. Let the unexpected fill your heart again. Got a bad reputation.
A bad reputation.
Hey, yeah, nah. But sooner or later you feel that temptation. You'll be standing on the threshold of love, standing on the threshold of love, standing on the threshold of love, standing on the threshold. Threshold of love, standing on the threshold of love, standing on the threshold of love, yeah. You're standing on the threshold, standing on the threshold. Standing on the threshold every day, standing on the threshold every day now. I can see why you think you belong to me. Never tried to take your thinker, let you see one thing for yourself. Now we're off with someone else, and I'm alone. You see, I thought that I might keep you on my own. Amy, what you wanna do? Yeah, I think I could stay with you for a while, maybe longer, if I do, if I do. Time is right for us to find all the things you thought weren't proper could be right in time. Can you see which way we should turn together or alone? I can never see what's right and what is wrong. What you wanna do, yeah, I think I could stay with you for a what you want, you've had your way. All the things you thought before just faded into gray. Can you see that I don't know if it's you or if it's me? If it's one of us, I'm sure we both will see. Amy, what you wanna do? Yeah, I think I could stay with you for a while, maybe longer if I do. Amy, what you wanna do? Yeah, I think I could stay with you for a while, maybe longer if I do. I keep falling in and out of love with you, falling in and out of love with you. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I keep falling in and out of love with you.
Wow, really different arrangement of Amy.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, it's a whole different. It's So what's behind that arrangement for you?
It really is. Years ago, a female friend of mine was talking about the song "You Belong to Me" and the idea about possession in relationships.
Yep.
And this lyric always was. I mean, it is one of those iconic songs from the '70s that is bright and poppy,
Right.
and very lighthearted. But if you read the lyric off the page, that whole thing, I can see why you think you belong to me. Again,
Right.
the kind of thing. It was just felt a little creepy. And then so I was thinking about this at the same time I was listening to Jolene by Dolly Parton, and that the pain in that lyric.
Yeah.
And so I was, how can we incorporate those together? And that's where this sort of was born from, because it feels very much like what Jolene does musically, but it's the exact same lyric. So it's, yeah.
And it does. The music does take you to a different place.
Yeah.
There's no question.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, let's get real.
Right. Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
The tone of it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So when you toured with Pure Prairie League, I'm sure you had to play that every night.
Oh, absolutely.
The original.
Yes. Brought the
Yeah.
house down. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
People demanded it.
That's right.
That's
yeah.
right.
And for the most part, I mean, actually, universally, every time we've played this, this version, people are like, I don't know, but I like it. It's like there's a little bit of head
Exactly.
scratching because they're used to what it used to sound like and what it did to you in a certain emotional way. But this does something completely different.
Completely different.
Yeah.
And it's one thing to sit down and really listen to a song.
Yeah.
I think that's the difference.
Right.
Sometimes it's just
Right.
up here. And
Oh, exactly. Yeah, just kind of
dancing.
flying around. Yeah.
So, wow, kudos on that. And that's on the river, the new
Yes.
EP that just came out in January. Yeah. And gosh, I love Standing on Threshold too.
Oh, thank you.
It's a nice, funky tune.
Yeah, thank you.
I think Chris, you were doing some nice space on that, right?
Well, I hope so. I don't know.
I think so. It sounded really good, though. I really liked it. Most of the songs you chose today are from High Water Line and the River.
Right.
I know you have other music, but is that why you've chosen really to highlight those two?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And plus, all these guys, everyone played on those things, so it's almost like going home. So it feels
cool.
good. And we've got 5 dates, I think. More. I have a lot of dates on the calendar, which you were looking
Yeah,
at
I know,
before.
we're 20.
And a lot of those are with the band.
Okay.
So that's why we're trying to get to play more together.
Well, speaking of the band, that's what I'm going to do next
Okay.
real quick, is I want to introduce and just say hi to each of you. Got an amazing room full of musicians. We'll start here on my left with Eric Moon. And as as I know your music, Eric, it's as Mark would call it, deep keyboardist. I mean, that's usually the way I've always seen you. And now you're shifting to pedal steel. So tell us about that.
Yeah, well, the pedal steel's kind of my old man project. I'm I've actually been messing around with steel since well, maybe around 2005, something like that. I played for a while with a great artist, George E. Nye, who sadly gave up music and moved to San Francisco. But he got me my first steel guitar. He just gave me his steel and had me play it. I was playing steel and accordion in his band, and it was kind of this western, southwestern kind of spaghetti westernish music. It was really fun stuff. So I got to start with that, you know, and then my wife put together a Joni Mitchell tribute band, and I played pedal steel in that band for a while. Just the last couple, though the pandemic is when I got really serious and I started just practicing every day and being like, okay, I'm going to try and take this to the next level and get serious about it.
So as you move forward, then, are you going to go between in show, like you're going to play with Liz and Rebecca and Celeste coming up at the Armory, I think, tomorrow night?
That's right. Tomorrow night we'll be doing our Joni Mitchell tribute, in which I play keyboards. Since my wife is a pianist, that's why I was playing steel in her band. But I play keyboards with Liz and Rebecca both. So, yeah, I'll be playing on that show. And I'm still doing plenty of keyboard work. I'm not giving it up or anything. But I'm really delighted that Mark asked me to play steel in this band because it's a great opportunity for me to play a new instrument with such experienced and awesome musicians that I love playing with. So,
okay. Yeah. And just a quick question, how many other instruments do you play?
I also play some bass. When I was in L.A., all I played was bass when I was in L.A., and I was playing bass and producing records and, still playing a lot of keyboards for the purposes of putting tracks together and stuff. But in the band that I was in, I played bass. So that's my other instrument of note. Other than that, it's the usual suspects, the things you have around the house that you'll dabble in. Yeah. I do play some drums too. I like to play drums. It's fun. I'm not great, but I like doing it.
Well, thank you. It's really nice to hear you play steel. It's the first time I've heard you play that, so that's great.
Thank you.
All right. So moving on to Christian Teal.
Hi there.
Hey, Christian. How you doing?
Doing great.
Besides drums, you're also singing now. Some harmony in there.
Yeah, this is a new fun/terrifying adventure for me, but Mark has been very generous and a great teacher and very patient with me making my way. But each new show, we add another little vocal part, so I'm slowly. The thing is, I'm great with drums. I can write everything down. So if a few weeks go by, I can just look at my paper and it's fine. But I don't know how to read vocal parts, so I'm having to memorize a lot of stuff. So
you're going to grow some brain cells here and learn new stuff.
Brain exercise.
Yeah. Yes. So I've seen you play with a lot of various artists around the region, and you get around to other bands too.
I did a fair amount, but I would say post-COVID, COVID was a great break and sabbatical for me, and to kind of reevaluate. I've really spent a lot more time doing a lot of teaching and recording, and then just picking a few bands that I really love. So I've been playing with Mark and playing with Liz Barnez sometimes, and Rebecca Folsom, and doing the E-Town House Band.
Okay.
My main live adventures these days.
So I'm going to ask you all this later, but I might as well ask you now. This great tour schedule Mark has, who's going on it with him? Many of you, or any of you?
All the band gigs, this is the band.
Right, so all the gigs that are around this area, they're all playing.
When we do a band, and I should put that on my calendar. I'll put band because most of the things are the bigger ensemble. Linda and I do a duo sometimes, and then we'll add Eric to that. And we'll also add Eric Tureen to some of the shows that that are going to be in Montana.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So a different configuration, but when it's all, like the Boulder Creek Festival.
Yes,
all of you.
Boulder Creek Festival, the Trident, later on in the summer, the Full Cycle, their new thing. Up in Winter Park, we'll play that series, and this will be the whole band.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. So moving on to you, Chris.
Okay.
You sound so excited to be in.
I am excited. I'm always excited.
So how about you? You've been playing around with a lot of folks? Just focusing on Mark?
I don't do so much these days. I am going to be playing with Lynn Patrick. I don't know if we know Lynn Patrick. She's doing a show at E-Town Hall. I think it's after this. I'm not sure. This is aired. again, when COVID happened and things kind of stopped and ended, after my 55 years of playing, I kind of was like, I know some people think you play music, you want to do that all the time. And for some people, that's probably true. I've got things. I've got my 99-year-old dad that I'm taking care of. I love playing with Mark. So very picky. And once you start being picky, you don't get the calls.
If I could jump in too, Chris was talking to us on the way up about, he played 5 nights a week when he was 15 years old in high school.
Yeah.
I mean, in a jazz trio. So,
Wow.
I mean, you've been doing this for quite a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paying your dues.
Yeah.
You know, and that's great. You can pick who you want to play with now, and then don't play when you don't want to, right? Hopefully.
I think mostly that's true.
Mostly,
That's what a
yes.
musician's retirement looks like.
What,
Basically,
Eric?
that's what a musician's retirement looks like. You
Right.
just work a little less, and things that are a hassle, you decide you don't want to mess with them anymore.
Yeah.
I think that's all of us.
Yes.
Actually, I think.
Yeah, we're talking about those 4-hour gigs, 4 or 5-hour gigs, 5 nights a week that we did in our 20s. I don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
No one wants me to do that anymore, but I don't want to do that either. An hour, 2 hours, that's plenty.
Well, I like the bass a lot on Threshold today. That
Thank
was
you.
cool.
Thanks.
Yeah, that was
I have
him
a
on the
little
record.
bit of a cold, so
Yeah.
my voice really sounds a lot better than this normally.
We'll make a
We're gonna
note.
have you singing.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
And Linda,
Yes.
last but certainly not least there, now you're a keyboardist, you're a vocalist, and I guess you also do the software engineering for the band.
Well, yes, not for the band, but yes, that's what I do for,
For Mark.
my job, yes. Yeah.
Woman of many talents. How long have you been? I know that you've been singing with Mark for a long
Yeah.
time. Keyboardist?
Well, you know,
Also-
in the 80s, I was working in some bands and singing and stuff, and then once I had children, I didn't really want to do that anymore because I didn't have the time for it. I didn't have the bandwidth.
The bandwidth,
And,
yeah.
So I was working full time, and then all I wanted to do was be with my kids.
Yeah.
So then after they fled the nest, then I decided to get back into it.
Yeah.
But rusty, you know, it takes. If you don't do it for a long time, you got to. It takes
So
a while to get back
are
into
you
it.
loving it?
I love it. Oh yeah, I mean this has always been my love since I was young. I was always doing music when I was in high school and junior high. I was always in a band, but yeah. But then I took a long break, 25 years. So
Wow.
Yeah.
In a band in junior high, too.
yeah.
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 Who were your biggest influences back then?
Oh well, I loved always Bonnie Raitt because she was really at the
Yeah.
time really the only female musician that.
Yeah.
And then also, you know, Ella Fitzgerald because my dad was we had a lot of jazz records, so I listened to a lot of jazz when I was young, and my dad was a big influence. So
Okay.
yeah.
Well, it's nice to hear you singing and playing
Yeah,
keyboards.
Well, thank you.
It's great.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, well, let's continue with some music. What do we have next?
We'll
Mark?
do 2 songs off of the High Waterline record.
Okay.
Hold Me Tonight is the first one, and then I Say Love, which is more of a Latin thing. And I was, for a little bit, I was thinking about, I need to be more of this kind of artist or that kind of artist. But I write different kind of songs, so it's like, well, that's what I do. So, like the Threshold song that we did was like an R&B thing. It's like,
Yeah.
how does that fit with something else? It's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, if it felt like it just came out of left field, and I wrote it down. So okay. So this one, these 2 songs are fairly different, but yeah, it's kind of more the range of what you're trying to accomplish, I think.
Okay.
You peel back the pages, defending the cracks in your soul. You search for the answers to questions you can't control. Now you hide in the shadows, afraid of the darkness inside. And you look to the face in the mirror, there's no place to hide. So hold me tonight, the world will stop shaking, break down the walls to my heart. Hold me tonight, make me believe that it's real. Once it was simple, the laughter, the games, and the smiles. But the years take your feelings and leave you alone, empty mind. Now they're storming the castle, stone-colored lines on my face. Time to smile for the camera, pretend that it's all in its place. So hold me tonight, hold me tonight. World will stop shaking, break down the walls to my heart. Hold me tonight, make me believe that it's real. Hold me tonight, hold me tonight. World will stop taking the love that I need. Hold me tonight, make me believe that it's real, yeah. I can't make promises that the days would never end. All I can hold on to is believe. Doorway, deciding which way to turn, and you look to the daylight to put out the bridges you burn. Hold me tonight, hold me tonight. World will stop shaking, yeah. Hold me tonight, hold me tonight. Make me believe. Questions for sure. Who said that love won't give? Hate asks for more. I say love twist and turn. You can feel the sensation when the conversation can't be heard. Well, yeah, tell me why, yeah, nah, nah, nah. Is it bitter and spoken when your heart gets broken, left to die? Love is the answer. I've got questions for sure. There's so much that love can't give, hate won't ignore. I say love, I say love. It's there in every step you take, the dances in the choice you make. It's more the reflection you can see. I've got questions for sure. Who said that love won't give? Hate asks for more. I say love, I say love, I say love, I say love.
Well, that was fun.
Oh, yeah.
Had you done that rhythm before, that genre?
Yes, long time ago. So it's fun to get back into it again.
Oh, cool.
Because when I was doing a lot of, it's kind of learning it. I'm playing with a good friend of mine, Lee Trees, who's a fabulous artist, and he did a lot of Latin things, and so I learned a lot of that from him. So that kind of feel, and it's just one of those things you fall back into and go, oh, this is kind of, let's do this for a couple hours.
So tell me this as a musician then, if you're playing a certain genre and then you mix it up and play another genre, take a break, does that get you energized for what's coming next?
Absolutely, yeah. And those things begin to superimpose on each other, and you get a feel, all of a sudden this feels like a reggae thing. Well, how did that happen? Well, we were playing that, and now that pocket has kind of shifted and grown into this song. So it happens, yeah.
That's fun.
Cross-pollinating, yeah.
Yeah.
Very much so.
So Hold Me Tonight from High Water Line, and then I Say Love.
Yes.
Yeah. So you've played recently at Foco MX. You played earlier this year in February at Longmont's Winter
the Winter Walkabout,
which is another walkabout.
Yeah.
Then you've got a Winter Park Festival. You've got Boulder Creek. A lot of festivals and shows coming up.
Right.
And I noticed several of your shows in Montana you were mentioning.
Right.
In fact, you were nominated for a Grammy for producing Jumpin' Jazz Kids, right?
Right.
And so that's what you do mostly when you go to Montana?
Well, we do that. That's part of the thing. I think that's one of the attractions of what we do is we play my music that we're doing now.
Right.
And then we also, all those shows have a children's outreach built into them. So you go into a school and you can do a songwriting class or any kind of art, but we go and we'll do this a performance of that music, and so it's you get the adult thing plus you get this very energetic children's show that we get to do. So I think that it covers a lot of ground.
Is Ella?
Yes.
in that?
Yes, yes, she
And
is.
Linda, you had mentioned
Yeah.
Ella Fitzgerald that you
Yes, I
like.
know,
Oh, yeah.
yes,
And I thought that was interesting.
Well, that was she gave me the title to that. I don't know if it was an old joke that goes around with the whole thing about
Fitzgerald.
this Ella Fitzgerald.
Right,
Yeah, so,
right.
Yeah.
And so the Jumpin' Jazz Kids is like a outreach of jazz education for kids.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, and
Okay.
it's there's all the songs are based on animals, and so we do animal dances, and then we'll do stop time things. We'll do call and response with the kids, and it's trying to be as teaching moment as possible. Where we'll do the Cab Calloway da 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 da, and have them respond back to us.
Oh, they must love
Yeah.
it.
Oh, it's really fun.
Yeah.
I mean, we have just as much fun as them, and we're jumping up and down. And it's really fun. Yeah.
That'll get you going.
Yes. Yes.
Well, I want to make sure that everybody knows about KRFC's RadioVision on YouTube.
Yes.
KRFC RadioVision.YouTube, I do believe, or KRFC RadioVision. Look that up on YouTube, and you can watch that, and you can watch the whole video.
Yeah.
Watch Mark Oblinger and Friends, and you can go look at other archive shows as well. And if you don't catch it today, you can catch it tomorrow. So RadioVision is a great asset to us. And if you're there, like and subscribe it. It's free, and it helps us to promote Northern Colorado artists. So we really appreciate that. Now, your music is available wherever people get
Yeah.
vinyl download CDs. Are you making vinyl with the new
I
one?
haven't made vinyl yet.
Okay.
My son keeps telling me I should do vinyl, but
Okay.
and I just bought. What did I just get? Andy Sidow. I just got his record. It's fabulous, but that's vinyl. So I just
Yeah.
haven't. The plan is, and this is what I'm so inspired by the idea of playing live together a lot, that hopefully we will do these gigs that we're doing over the summer, and I'm writing at the same time, and so by the time we get into October, we cut another EP, but try to cut it almost as live as possible. I mean, I spent so many decades doing one track at a time kind of music that I don't know how much more of that I have left in me, but I sure like the live thing. So, and plus with this caliber of players, it's like, I don't know, why not just get a couple takes and call it good, and that's what I really want to do. So,
Oh, you got. It sounds like you're dreaming beyond the shows.
Yes,
You've
that's
got
right.
plans.
I know it's just like the
It's
whole thing
good.
for October. Yeah. Yep.
Well, it does take a village to put on Live at Lunch, and I want to mention the people involved on our video team: Eric Delano, Dan Perez, and Kevin Banker, and he's also on audio too. And then on audio, Colton Boening, Greg Douras, Reed Goodman, and Blake Economist. So it does take a village.
Yeah.
I'm Jenny LaRue for Live
you
at
are.
Lunch. And we have time for a few more songs. We're about 8 to 10 minutes out.
Okay.
And I want to thank you so much, Mark, for being here today.
Thank you.
It's been fabulous. And
Thank you.
thanks to
Thank you for having us.
Linda
Yeah.
and Chris and Eric and Christian. And thank you all for coming.
Oh,
But
thank you.
Thanks for
Thank you.
playing, and
Thank
we'll
you for
look
having
forward to
us.
hearing more from you.
Okay.
What are we going to wrap it up with? We've got a couple songs left.
Well, these are songs off of the EP.
Okay.
I think we'll do this sort of tribute to my grandmother, which is called "Lead the Way," and her name was Bessie, so the subtitle's Bessie's Eyes.
Bessie's Eyes.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
She was a Depression. I mean, in 1961, my dad was in Vietnam. We moved back to Cincinnati area, and she kind of took care of me. My mom was working, and so I spent a lot of time, and I learned so much from her in just that 1 year that really it made an impression for
Wow.
sure. Yeah. This song's about her.
Thank you.
Bessie's eyes were born of steel, hide a tender heart she can't reveal. Searching hard to find her place, and inside this dust bowl angel, there's a world you can't erase. Bessie's hands walk with the sun, and earn from dawn trust was never done. Oh, hungry mouths and lives to feed. You held the world so gently on a trouble-bended knee, and she said, take my hand, hold me close. Go to church now. The pain inside my heart can't shake the ghost of all the souls forgotten we have lost and gone astray. Someday love will lead the way. Bessie smiled through all the tears and crossed the brave horizons past her fears, where amber waves and hope once grew to fill the empty spaces where a promise once rang true. Bessie's heart was born to dream and light the world with love. What's between the quiet days, the anxious eyes, to wash away the anger from a world you can't disguise. And she'd say, take my hand, hold me close. The pain inside my heart can't shake the ghost of all the souls forgotten we have lost and gone astray. Someday love will lead the way. Well, only love can stop the rain inside your heart. Let it fade away. Well, only love can find a place where hope can start. Let it call you home one day. One by one they disappear. The little things in life we hold so dear. Looking back means letting go. I can still remember laughter as the tears began to flow. And she said, take my hand, hold me close. The pain inside my heart can't shake the ghost of all the souls forgotten we have lost and gone astray. Someday love will lead the way. Love will lead the way. Love will lead the way. Let me hold a nickel, let me hold a dime. Standing in the shadows, it's so hard to feel the sweet sunshine. I was only doing what the preachers say, staring at the pearly gates, laying hooky on Judgment Day. Yeah. When the light comes shining from your head to your toe, that you never came back, 'cause you know, walking down the judgment road. Never saw the picture, just the pretty frame. How all the colors run when you're looking for someone else to blame. I was only doing what the teachers say. Stay inside the lines, getting harder each and every day. Yeah. When the light comes shining from your head to your toe, you'll be wishing that you never came back, 'cause you know, walking down the judgment road. Stand there true. When your light comes shining on you, you can't hide. Oh yeah. Yeah, 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 just children here under the skin. The only difference is who you're not to when the lights get dim. I have heard enough of what the wise men say. A little bit of heaven here would go a long, long way. But I won't be your judge today, no. When the light comes shining from your head to your toe, wishing that you never came back, 'cause you know, you're walking down the judgment road. 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 Walking down the judgment road.
Thank you for listening to Live at Lunch, and thank you to the Music District here in the heart of Fort Collins, Colorado. Live at Lunch is produced by KRFC 88.9 FM in the Ginger and Baker studio. If you'd like to appear on Live at Lunch, email our music director, David Vacek, at david@krfcfm.org.